Alright, let's see how this works. This is more of a test than anything. Okay, so you can hear the game. That's good. Right? Ooh. That sounds weird.
Good evening, Sam.
Why is it all weird? This is terrible. How about that? Hmm. Might just have to capture desktop audio, which sucks. Okay, so how about that? Okay, so how about that? Okay, so how about that? Alright, well, that's just gonna have to be good enough, I guess. Alright. So my goal right now, I'm trophy hunting, obviously, from the title and everything. But the problem is this guy is taking forever to max out. I've been doing nothing but his missions for like the last 4 hours that I played this game. Like not today, like the last 4 hours, but like collectively the last 4 hours that I actually played this game. And I'm pretty sure I'm already done with all of his missions right now. They're all on standby. The reason why I'm trying to get him right now is because he unlocks the stabilizer. And I want to get the last stabilizer. Yeah, he doesn't even have any missions. Alright, well. I think right now I'm just gonna go grab my vehicle. I've been going on foot for like the last couple times that I've been playing to try to set up a little network of zip lines. I might even go back to the boost skeleton, to be honest, because this Boca skeleton is nice, but it's just, oh right, you can't have two on you when you use the zip line. Alright, I need to go get my vehicle. Yeah, I've just been setting up the zip line kind of pathways throughout the mountains here to try to make it a little bit easier for me. Raindrops keep falling on my head. There shouldn't be any spoilers because I've already beaten the game, so I'm not doing any main missions. I guess spoilers because of the different shelters and things that you can unlock. And there might be some spoilers character-wise, because if you've beaten the game, you know what happens at the end. So I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to. I think it's this way. I don't want to accidentally spoil things by trying to make a disclaimer, because you know how sometimes people talk about TV shows or whatever, they're like, oh man, I wonder what happens to that character, and then you're just like, I can't say, and that itself is basically like a spoiler because something clearly happened to that character. Oh, I never noticed that when you're this high up you're above the clouds. Is it always like that? I do need to start building some hot springs, though. Because I haven't built a single one. And I know that there's probably trophies associated with that. What was that? What was that for? The way that I trophy hunt is I basically play the game how I want until I beat it. And then if I love the game enough, I try to get the platinum. And this one, I'm trying to get the platinum. And I don't really follow guides too closely. I kind of just pick a goal and then do it. Like, I know that there's more convenient ways. Convenient? Is that the word I'm trying to think of? Convenient? No, I don't think convenient is the right word. I know that there's more correct ways, or more efficient, there it is. I know that there's more efficient ways to do stuff like this. You know, like while you're doing this, you're also doing this so that you save time. But that's just not how I trophy hunt. Oh, someone upgraded my zipline? Way to go, G. Yeah, I'm going back to get my vehicle so that I can start doing some mass, what's called mass deliveries again. Because once you're on foot, like there's only so much that you can pick up and your mobility and stuff. I just earlier today, because I played for like an hour earlier today, once you are on foot, you can't do things as quickly or efficiently. And I did an express delivery from, I believe, here to here, or not here, here. And you're supposed to do it within 8 minutes to get the S rank, but because I was on foot, it took me 13 minutes, so I only got an A rank, which is pretty cool that I still got an A. I mean, I was only 3 minutes away from doubling the time limit, and I still got an A. That's pretty cool. That's one thing I'm curious about. Are all these vehicles yellow and white for you guys too? I don't know, because I know, because that's how I color my vehicles. So I was wondering if maybe they go off of how you have your color scheme, you know? Was it South Fort Knott? How close am I done with South Fort Knott? I don't know, I still need him. Yeah, I'll pick that up. I don't know why I just did that. Wanted to see if there's any things to take first. Well, that's the exact opposite direction, but I can always come back. Yeah. It's an express order. Okay. Yeah, everything about this game is just so much better. He really outdid himself with this. Let's go up. Then up here. And then hit that. I remember that, I mean, the first game was really well made as well. So, like, there really wasn't too much to really, wish for. Oh, crap. I really just did that. Because he pretty much did all of the small stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he's very detail oriented when he 4 minutes? Jeez, I ain't doing this in 4 minutes. You need a bike for this one for sure. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get an A rank though. Yeah, he's very detail oriented when it comes to his games, Kojima. So he really did all of the finding. There was just like 1 or 2 things with the first one that I wish could have been improved. You know, like being able to organize your gear yourself, like manually, instead of just like placing everything on the ground and then picking things up one at a time to make sure things are where they are. It didn't change in this one, but it did seem like the auto arranger in this one has improved quite a bit. Because in the first one, so for example, there's some missions, like for example the pizza missions, where the product needs to be in a certain way, you know, like a flat. And the problem is that when the first one, when you just did the auto or whatever, and it would just throw it into your backpack like up and down, because that was the safest spot, even though it needed to be flat, and it would cause all kinds of problems. So you'd have to sit there and take your time and try to do everything manually, and it was just very annoying because there was no easy way to do it manually. I'm not against having to do it manually. There's just no easy way to do it manually. I'm curious how dark this is going to be on YouTube, because oh crap.
Cargo won't last long at this rate.
Yeah,
Greater care, please.
I know, Dollman, I know. I feel like things getting damaged in your vehicle is a little easier in this one. I know that they have those anti-gravity things that you can put on your vehicle to make them make it not as harsh when you land and stuff. The problem is it turns your jumps so high that when you fall down from your jump, it ruins things anyway. So it's, it's like there's no point in even using it, because when I need to jump, I need to jump because I'm stuck. So if I'm stuck and I'm jumping, and that's gonna damage my stuff anyway, that's just bad design right there. I might get close to an S. I still got 1 minute left. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get an S. I was not expecting to get here in less than 4 minutes. That's pretty cool. I thought for sure this was gonna be one of those ones where you needed to use the bike. Oh wait, no, I might not get an S because of the damage. Oh, okay, that's not what was damaged. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I got my heater and my oxygen mask
Thank you for your visit. Give me one moment while I
because
confirm
I've
your
been
appointment.
spending a lot of time after beating the game up in the mountains. Because like I said, I'm trying to trying to max out that one place
Is this accurate?
so I can get the level 3 stabilizer. Because that allows it so that if it's anything like the level 3 stabilizer from the first game, Death Stranding 1, it's when you're falling, it slows you down
Come and say hello.
so
Let's
that
have a
you kind of float down to the ground.
Order completed. Well done.
Well done. I already got the pizza man done. I already got the doctor done. And I already did that. But I still need to max her out. So I might as well just do this mission again. Alright, so let's just head on over to the pizza guy. And then cut right through here, come up here, grab that crap, come back. Yeah, this game
Order accepted.
This game is
Thank you.
so interesting. There's really nothing like it. What am I carrying? There we go. I feel bad for people who didn't give this the first one a try just because of all the negative press it got. Because it was getting called like, what's the word for it? Like a walking simulator when it first came out. And I get why people immediately thought that that's what it was, because all of the press and stuff, it really only showed you walking. And that's fine. And you could argue that the first one was more of a walking simulator than anything else, but I disagree. But the second one, this one has been an improvement all around. It's crazy. You got he's upgraded the combat, the sneaking. A lot of people are saying it's basically a Metal Gear Solid game in the Death Stranding universe, and I agree. I think that's a pretty good explanation for it. Come on. Oh. I do have my ramps upgraded so that I do get more airtime on them. Or wait, or was that an A-Pass that I needed to upgrade? No, that's... What is this? Oh, I thought I already activated that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a couple there that I don't want to activate because they just don't seem good. Actually, you know what? Now that I've beaten the game, I wouldn't mind activating everything else. Except for that one. I don't like that one. Because there's a couple that like basically make it so other people's things appear in your game more. And I didn't really want that as much when I was playing it myself, like through the story. Like, don't get me wrong, with all those things off, I still had people's things everywhere in my game. So I can't even imagine what it would be like with those on. But now that I've beaten the game and I'm just working towards the platinum, I don't mind getting help from other people as much. Where am I going? Oh, okay. Yeah, the only major issue I have with this game, right, and there's only one, is that there is a serious brightness issue with this game. So, as you might be able to tell, like when I go to the map and stuff, although it might not be as evident in the YouTube, like, compression and whatnot. But there's... Why did it just get, like, super bright all of a sudden? That was weird. When you go to the maps, right? Come on. Like, it's really hard to see everything because everything on the map is in this, like, bright blue. I don't know if it's hard to see on the video, but in person, like on the TV, it's really tough to see. Like on the mountains, it's almost impossible to see anything. Yeah, back then. Like it's so hard to see everything. I wish you could change the color of the icons on the map to more visible colors, you know, like a dark red or a bright red, or, you know, like hot colors, because the whole map is so bright, and then you have all of your icons really light, cool colors, and everything just blends in. It's insane. Okay, now it just got like really dark all of a sudden. That was really weird. That had literally never happened to me before in this entire game, and I have like over 100 hours in it now. That's really weird. Okay. So now I am trying to find those. So there's going to be 4 of them. Yeah, if you're wondering what my attachments on my vehicle are, they're... That's the data scientist. They're the sticky gun, obviously, as you can tell. I'm picking stuff up by just driving by it. And then the defense turret. Okay, I didn't even know I had a supply. Alright, where's the other one? Wait, where is it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Okay.
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Yeah, let's get it delivered. Yeah, Dollman's awesome. He's such a cool addition to this game. All of the new characters are awesome. I'm gonna be just completely honest with you. I like all of the characters that have joined this game. And the problem is it also made me hate characters from the first game. Some of them. Because of certain story elements. I don't know. I don't know how careful I should be with spoilers. I mean, if you're clicking on a stream talking about trophy hunting a game, you would assume that the person who clicked on it would be taking a responsibility to get spoiled, right? I mean, you're clicking on a person playing the game. All right, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm gonna try to. What is that? I think it's just when I come to this area, it turns light. That's really weird. That is literally like the worst designed thing I've seen in this game. Anyway, yeah, so this is your spoiler warning. I will be talking about the story and or anything I feel like is relevant to what I'm talking about. And if you do not want to get spoiled, then just stop watching here. Alright, you have been warned. What was I going to spoil anyway? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so some of the characters that I dislike, right? So in the first game, you find out that Sam, your main character, Norman Reedus, was married. And she was like pregnant, and she died in a void out, and you really loved her, and you had like PTSD from it, and you kind of secluded yourself from the entire world. But then in this one, you find out that like she cheated on you, and Sam like isn't too happy about that, understandably. It just seemed like a weird retcon. Like, I get why he had to do that story-wise, but I feel like that was something he came up with after the first game was over. Because it doesn't line up with how he was acting in the first game. He never once kind of indicated that he was upset with Lucy. Yeah. Okay. Like, too incriminating. Why is that weird? Oh no. What happened? Oh, they're always like that? That's weird. Oh, is that why my ears are always weird in these? Huh. Anyway. Yeah, so he never really insinuated that he was mad at her in the first one. It was more like he was sad that she died. But then in this one, he's just straight up like, yeah, screw her. She cheated on me, and I knew about it. Like, what? It's so weird. And then at the end of the game, they don't even really clear up that. Like, they don't even really clear it up if he, oh, I went really off course. If he was just upset because he thought the baby wasn't his, or if he was upset that she cheated in the first place. Because if he was just upset that she cheated in the first place, then he should still be angry at the end of the game. But if he's just upset that the baby wasn't his because she cheated, then by the end of the game he should be fine with her because it turns out that the baby was yours. So I don't even know. I don't know if that was just like an oversight that they didn't complete that storyline in this one, if they're saving it for a sequel, or if they did resolve that storyline and I just missed it. I mean, that's very possible too. This game, just like the first one, is very, very tough to follow. I mean, it's much easier to follow than the first one, but it is still tough to follow in some ways. You have to be like actively like participating in the story to really fully understand it. I wish you know how in Mass Effect there's a like a helmet off option where you are wearing a helmet, but in the cutscenes and stuff it shows you without the helmet so you can see your facial expressions. I wish this game had that. What do you mean? It's 4 things. And I've already done this mission for you before. Okay, so I got her up to her last star. What are you gonna... Oh. So if the first thing that pops up isn't like an item in the next menu, that means that you haven't unlocked like a new usable menu. It's probably either going to be a patch or one of those ASPS thing or APAS things that I was going over earlier. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I feel like combat, like the top and the right ones, like, you know, the porter, the combat, and the stealth. I feel like they're pretty hard to upgrade. I mean, look at my bridge link and my servicemanship. I don't even know what I did to get those, and they're in 70 plus. I've done 139 S ranked mission. Like, I've gotten an S on 139 mission or deliveries, and my porter grade's only 53. Crazy.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking.
Ugh. The hell is that? Oh, is this another hat? Yeah. When equipped, it has a calming effect on nearby Kyle creatures. If Sam's stamina drops below a certain level, the hat will also draw blood in order to replenish it.
This is another living hat of mine. Put it on to make nearby chiral creatures less likely to give you any trouble as you pass.
Okay.
Oh, and also, it can help you recover stamina more quickly. But in exchange, it feeds on your blood a little bit. It's one of my favorites, so take good care of it. Till next time.
I already have a hat that does that. It doesn't feed on my blood,
Well done.
right? Oh, wrong one. So, this one, your stamina depletes slower. Yeah, this one right here, the chiral rodent hat. When equipped, it has a calming effect on nearby chiral. So it's just, this one is that, plus it replenishes your stamina. Okay. I actually don't need to be wearing that anymore. And then now that I'm not wearing that, I need to be wearing a hat because it lowers your stamina depletion. Something I didn't know. I've just been kind of, because in the first game, I would always wear a hat, right? But it was purely aesthetic because with the text on it that said bridges and was white, and you can make the hat like a bright red, and I just thought it was funny because you're going around and you're like connecting America. I thought it would be funny because it would be like MAGA, you know, like Make America Great Again. It looks like a MAGA hat. So, but in this one, you can't get a deep red like the Santa hat. The red is like it's like really light. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear this and get my Well, what is this? Oh, go back. Oh, that was just. Oh yeah, I don't need this either. Which means. There we. Oh no, I don't need that. Okay. Let's get this off of me. Throw those in my truck. I don't know how much these hats actually affect you. I'm assuming probably not a lot, which makes it more of like an aesthetic choice. But apparently wearing the sunglasses and stuff makes it so your stamina doesn't deplete as much because it's blocking the sun. And that mask that I'm wearing, it's the same as the glasses. It does the same thing. Okay, so have I completed the architect? I have not. So let's go look at let's go talk to the architect. I have something for him apparently. Let's just try to get across and then. Oh man, so many people use that duck one, which is crazy because you don't get the duck one until you max out like someone that you don't unlock until like towards the end game. Any item I use, I always do rainy. I do rainy, and then my song of choice is the raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Yeah, Rainy's my favorite character in this game. Like, don't get me wrong, Tomorrow's really cool, Fragile's really cool, Sam's really cool, Dalman's really cool, Heartman's really cool, Deadman's really cool, Die Hardman's cool, you know, Higgs is cool. But, like, Rainy's backstory was my favorite. Because it was so, like, sad, you know? It really made me, like, feel for her. Okay. Are these Watchers, or are they the other kind? Because if it's Watchers, I'm just gonna drive through. If it's not... Yeah, it's Watchers. You can tell because they just look like giant people. Like full people. And Watchers are... As far as I'm... Like... Okay, so... Sometimes in this game, when you get captured, if you're like in the middle of a certain mission, you'll just die and you'll have to restart from your last save, as opposed to like regenerating like you usually do when you die. So I don't know if when I got caught because of the Watchers, if I died because I was just on a part of the game where you can't be caught, or if getting caught by the Watchers is different, like if it's an automatic death. I don't really know. And I don't really want to test it out because it's, you know, you'll lose a lot of time. Because you have to go back to your previous save. You don't just reapparate? Come back to life.
Thanks for doing your thing in this weather. Accessing order details now.
Dude, it's always this weather.
Thanks for the extra cargo drop. Could have sworn it was lost for good.
Yeah, not while I'm about. I am a legend of legends. I'm a virtuous deliverer. Level 2.
Gotta watch.
So one cool thing about this game compared to the first one is that in this one, you can, after you beat the game, there's like a mode that you can choose where, wow, only 20 likes, or no, does this one tell you how many likes you get? Because I know in the last game it used to tell you the likes you probably would have gotten, but I don't think this one does. Because this, it tells you the weight, right? Order info. I don't know. Do I want to drive all the way over there? I guess. I gotta wait for those missions to restart. So there's really not much I can do, and I don't want to be in the snow area if I don't have to be, because it's just really annoying. Let me jump on this as soon as I can. And I do need to max him out still, the mechanic, so it's not like this is a waste of time or anything. I just wish I could have a little bit more. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll test it right now. Why can't I save? I'm gonna test it right now. I'm gonna get caught by a watcher and see what happens. Let me get rid of this off of me. And I do need a gun. Okay. Actually, before I do that, I will check the corpus real quick. Okay, phenomenon. Where the bad guys at? Come on. Where the bad guys at? Creatures. There we go. No, not creatures. Enemies. Okay, so BTs, those are the normal ones. Those are the ones that if you get captured, you don't die. Watchers. Okay. Of the gazers. Oh, okay. So the gazers are the normal ones. Okay. Are unable to see humans. Are able to see. It's not clear whether the cause blah 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 blah, but some believe the variants have been developed as a result of evolution. BTs adapting blah 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 blah. Okay, hunters. See, it doesn't even show what shows up when you get captured by a watcher. Watch, I'll show you. Because something different happens when you get captured by a watcher. When you get captured by a gazer, those little people come out of the ground, they grab you and it drags you to a catcher. But when you get captured by a watcher, that thing pops up. And every time I've been caught by him, I've died. See, like... Yeah. Did that cause a... That didn't cause a void out, did it? I really hope that didn't cause a void out. That was not worth the test if that was a void out. Oh man, that was not worth it. Screw that. I'm not. No, screw that. I'm not letting that happen. All of my stuff just got destroyed. Like, literally everything. I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay, do I still need to... I think I still need to pick up the... Yeah. Yeah, it's a little iffy sometimes on like what actually gets saved and what doesn't when you do this kind of stuff. I think it saves every time you complete a delivery, but not when you pick one up. Am I still attached? Yeah. Okay.
Order accepted. Thank you.
So the auto okay, that's good to know. And I'm gonna turn that off. I'm really getting sick of seeing your auto supply drop has been canceled. Oh God, where is it? Why did I turn it on? we go. But yeah, so I always use Rainy for everything. She's on my decals. She's just my favorite character in the game. Like I was saying earlier before that test. Oh, here we go again. Thankfully, they're really slow. On foot, I'm not sure if you'd be able to outrun them, but I know in a vehicle you can. I've never gotten captured by a watcher on foot before. Like, intentionally. Uh-oh. There we go. I remember so when I was playing the first one, those ramps I thought were such a stupid idea, because if like that, if you even get like any kind of air at all, you're damaging your equipment that's inside of your vehicle, and it got really annoying. So when I saw that they added ramps to it, I was like, who is using the ramps? That is just a stupid idea. And then I found out after I beat the first game that, or not after I beat the first game, but I think I was like 80 plus hours in, that it makes it so that you land safely no matter what, so that your stuff doesn't get injured. And then after I beat the game, I found out that if you run and jump off of the ramp like on foot, you get flung forward at like 1 billion miles per hour. It's crazy. If you ever want to see something really impressive, you should go watch the online, these from the first game, and I'm sure there's going to be some for this too, of these people who've played this game for like hundreds of hours and have set up like perfect routes to get like the world leaderboards for how fast they've delivered certain, deliveries. And there was this one I watched where he just set up like a series of ramps, and he was just running with the boost skeleton and just jumping and flying across the map, like from one end to the other in like a minute. It was crazy. Another really cool thing that he added in this one is if you stop your boost, right, and you ride long enough on this, it'll do assistant driver. Like I'm not even controlling it right now. I'm not touching it at all. And what's down there? Is that the data scientist? Yeah, I don't need the data scientist. But it's really slow. That's the only downside. It's just really slow. I'm not a when I'm just trying to build up the shelters and stuff when I'm on my own time, I do that a lot. I just kind of auto travel on the road while I'm watching something on computer or whatever. But the problem I was having in the beginning was that a lot of people were putting signs on the middle of the road, the ones that boost your speed, and if you're boosting, it'll reset the auto, because you have to be driving at a certain speed on the road for a certain amount of time before the auto will like activate. Like, seriously, I got less than a foot of air, and look at all that stuff just destroyed. Ugh. So annoying. I'd have one of the anti like gravitational things on there, but it just makes you jump too much. Your jump is so high that you end up damaging your gear anyway. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay, where is this? Wait. Oh wow. Okay. Going the wrong direction. Wait, is that where I'm going? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a game. I'm nowhere near getting the platinum for this one. I'm like probably at least anywhere from like 20 to 50 hours away, because I'm assuming you got to max out every shelter, and then I'm assuming you gotta do some of the spas. And then I'm assuming you got to get all of your stats up to at least 70, because that's how the other games were, or the other game was, which I did platinum. I did platinum Death Stranding 1. So I actually have, how many platinums do I have now?
Good to see you.
64.
You again?
I've platinum 64 games. That's crazy.
For real? I can't believe you brought me this.
Yeah, the only reason why you're getting this dude is because you're on the way to the guy I really needed to go to. And I was kind of hoping you would have a mission to him, too. I already did that, already did that, already did that. I think he's maxed out. I'm not sure. That was confusing. I don't think he is maxed out. Is that... Wait, is that the one I need to go to? No, that's the other one. That's the southern one. Well, there's no reason not to take it. I'm gonna take the long way around. I'm just gonna go around the safe way, because this way right here sometimes has like BTs, I think, and then also the land is just not as flat and stable as you can see. If I go around this way, I'm guaranteed a flat ride with no worries. Yeah, actually, now that I know that the stabilizer, the level 2, doesn't do what I thought it did, I don't need to use it. I'm gonna... Let's see, what else can I do? There's not really anything I need, to be honest. I'm gonna... Actually... I could use ammo. And then... Let's do... Has to be something small. Yeah, let's do a solar generator. Screw it. And then maybe some more ammo? Right? Or more batteries. I'll do a battery, another battery, and then an ammo pouch. Oh wait, no, not an ammo pouch. What's it called? Grenade pouch. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, what's this other one? Yeah, because I think the grenade pouch is the only thing that fits in a 1x2 spot. And as far as I know, the patches don't do anything. So, there's no reason to activate them.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take this time to heal up my vehicle.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's... Oh, does that shoot out, the stuff to heal your boxes? I didn't know that.
Repair job she's practicing spark.
I thought only the Timefall did that. Oh, actually, since I'm here, I think what I'll do is I'll put one of those. What's it called? The oh god, come on. Although I don't know if it'll let me. So let me not get rid of that yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna put one of those anti-gravitational ones on there. Hopefully that'll stop those like really small jumps from damaging everything in my inventory. I know it's the things like the chiral antenna that are being harmed when I do that, you know, the breakable stuff. But that just seems kind of ridiculous. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press triangle. Or, yeah, triangle. No, square. Right? Triangle, okay. But like, getting 1 foot of air shouldn't break everything that has the breakable, you know, indicator on it. That just seems a little bit of overkill, in my opinion. Now, there is one interesting thing about this game, is that it has a temperature mechanic in it, like the first one, where if it's cold and you don't have a heater on you, you know, your stamina will drop faster and you'll get frostbite. But in this one, it also has the heat indicator, like when you're in the desert like this. And as far as I know, there's no way to actually diminish that. Like with the cold, you have the heater that helps you with the cold. Whereas in the desert, I don't think you have like a cooler. I know you get the camel hat, which is supposed to like make your canteen better or something like that. But there's nothing that you can wear that's just instinctively all the time helping you with the heat. It's just kind of interesting. And I feel like it rains all the time now. I feel like I'm always in the rain in this game after I've beaten it. It is kind of crazy. It's almost making me think that I'm doing something that's causing it to rain more than it's supposed to, and I don't know what it is. Is it because I have rainy on my stuff that is just causing it to rain more? Because, like, I'm in the desert right now. Why is it raining? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, so I'm getting about halfway-ish, I think. Because the motherhood should be right here in this crater. I max them out pretty quickly. Some of these places are easier to max out than others. And it's very confusing. Because the one that... What was that about? Did you see that? Oh, I can't load up any more equipment. What am I carrying? Whatever. because it's very confusing. Like, I feel like some of them I do one delivery, like one normal delivery, and I just get an entire star from it. Whereas other ones, you do like 6 deliveries, and it's a fifth of a star. It's very weird. Like, I've seen ones where it's shown that I've gotten over, I would say about 2,000 likes, and it's raised up the star like not even a fifth of the way. And then I've seen ones where I've gotten like 800 likes and it got me an entire star. It's very, very odd. I don't understand the weird dynamics in that way. Ugh, 14, which means I'm only going to get an A, which means it's not going to be that great.
Thanks for coming. Checking the orders in the system now.
Yeah.
I see nothing to concern me here, so we're all good.
See, like 300 likes. Did you see that small sliver? That's why he's not maxed out yet. I've done dozens of deliveries to this dude. And it's taking me forever.
Well done.
I don't know, I just feel like I'm doing something wrong. What am I carrying? That's what I want to know. Okay. Let's see. Are there any missions I can take? I could take that one and this one. I've already completed the fisherman, but the architect's in the wrong direction. So that's going to be a no. All right. I'm going around the map. Going the other way. Came from this direction. Going here now. Going around like this. Because all these over here, I've already maxed out. Like West Fort, Rainbow Valley, Rainey's Shelter, the Musician. All of these I've already maxed out. I've already maxed out the Fisherman. I'm just working on all of these that seem to require 1 billion. Should I use the monorail? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the monorail. That require like 1 billion deliveries. That's the correct way to go about this.
Commencing route creation.
Come back this way. Yeah, this is why I feel like it's gonna take me anywhere from like 20 to 50 more hours to platinum this game, because like you've seen the deliveries that I've done so far. You've seen it. I'm getting nothing. I know that like if you deliver bigger deliveries or like a bunch of deliveries at once, you get kind of like a little bit of bonus. But I'm at the point right now where it's kind of hard for me to find deliveries to certain places, let alone a bunch of them. Because you have to wait a certain amount of time before the standard orders come back. So, how weird was the end of this game? Like, seriously. I mean, jeez. I mean, the first one was weird and stuff, but this one, it just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's like this super serious, you know, like, oh, you know, AI is, you know, trying to take over everything. They're gonna turn us all into basically cattle and make sure we never go extinct by basically putting us into like comas, you know, so that we'll never interact with each other and blah 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 blah. And then out of nowhere, Die Hardman shows up and starts dancing and singing. And then you run into Higgs, and you guys have a freaking what's the best way to describe this? No, I want to go there. You guys start having a guitar battle. Like legit, you have a guitar battle in this game. And then it also has a an end of what's it called? An end of game like one-on-one fist fight, like at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. Which you could tell that he was trying to do in Metal Gear Solid or no, at the end of Death Stranding 1. He was trying to kind of replicate that Metal Gear Solid 4. But Higgs was such a non-character in that one that there was really no emotional toll. I mean, he was basically just like a supervillain. He just wanted to destroy the world, but for no reason, you know. Yeah, the monorails were like one of the first things that I completed in every new area, because it's just free transport across distances that are sometimes really annoying to cross. I mean, this river up here that we're about to cross, it's kind of annoying sometimes. I mean, yeah, you got that one bridge right there. But oh, there's another one right there too. Looks like more's been added. I would be curious to know how much my game is similar to others. Like, do most people have a bridge right there and right there, you know? Or do like half the players have a bridge right there and right there, or do very little and someone else's might be like, you know, a couple feet that way? Or because I've always been curious about that, because it makes it seem like every person's game is going to be different, because whose stuff pops up in your world. I don't really know the mechanics behind it, but it kind of implies that it's different for each person, because it involves like where your location is and who you're, you know, who you have like your contracts with and stuff like that. But I bet that it's way simpler than that, and it just seems more complex. I bet it's really just most people get the same stuff. But you know, that's, I don't know, because I've gotten a lot of likes on my stuff, so maybe you know, it is more different for different people. Because I've gotten over 200,000 likes from other players on this game. So clearly my stuff is showing up in other people's things. But I'm curious on what is actually showing up. If I had to take a guess, it's probably roads. Because I completed a lot of roads myself, like the ones that didn't have any stuff in it already. I don't know why I jumped in there. I got a delivery. Right? It's showing I don't. Wait, what? What is going on? Oh, it's this one. No. I'm confused. Didn't I have an order for this place? I swear I did. God, how many times do I have to do this mission? Like, look, he's not even on his last star yet. I've done this mission like 3 times. Oh, oh no, I can't because I'm maxed out. Yes, return to the order list. I don't want to do that. There we go. Well, crap. I guess I went to the wrong place. Huh. Weird. Weird. That's weird. The only downside to using the monorail is it is kind of boring to play because it's like automated, you know. You're just kind of it's like in Far Cry they have an auto drive mechanic where you place a waypoint somewhere on the map and then you start driving on the road and then you hit a button or whatever and it'll start driving on the road and to the waypoint for you, so you don't have to sit there and drive everywhere. I liked that a lot when I was playing because it made doing a lot of the small stuff really nice because I could just go like, okay, I need to go here, waypoint, have it drive, and then I would be like watching stuff or doing stuff over here on the computer, you know. So it's not all bad. What's that? Oh. Yeah, these things are technically BTs. They won't attack you, though, as far as I know. Those little balloon things. But it always acts like they're BTs. And I'm wearing the amulet where your batteries don't cut out when you go into a BT area. I don't know if that's something you have to wear that for to keep getting now, or if that's something you can unlock later just like permanently. But that was one of the biggest things I hated about that. You're just driving and then you get into a BT area and then your whole vehicle shuts off for a second and then it restarts, and it just made every interaction with the BTs annoying because it felt like it was a artificial extender. So I have that amulet on there, and then the other amulet, I'm not sure which one I chose, to be honest. I'm trying to remember which one, because I know you get the punching kangaroos ones. I'm not using that one. The cryobite one, maybe. I don't think I'm using that one. Why would I use that one? I wish I could see. Oh yeah, I think my battery runs out slower. Yeah, I'm using the electrobite one, or whatever they're called. The actually I could just look. Oh, I can't on here. The cryobite, the ones that replenish your battery. I'm using that one because, you know, who doesn't who doesn't like having a longer battery in this game? Oh, am I going through like actual BT area right now? This seems really creepy. I usually don't play this game with headphones. It's usually coming from the TV as I'm sitting way over here. So the ambiance has been pretty crazy. Okay, we're finally here. I'm curious to know if that's the fastest way. I bet you could get from where I just came from to here in a much faster way. You know, like I was telling you about those videos where they have all those ramps set up and whatnot.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
What is that? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Is it because I'm wearing the Pecco hat?
Back up.
Ah. Yo, that's actually really creepy.
Back up. Back up.
What is going on? That's really weird. I don't like that. With headphones, it's like it's going directly into my ears and it's coming out of nowhere and it's really creeping me out.
I appreciate your visits. Please wait while I confirm order status.
That's not even the same dude who was saying Pecco. What is going on?
Oh, that's great. Can't imagine where you dug this up.
See, like, look at that. 409 likes. Look at how much that one just that just raised up, right? Does that seem right to you guys? Compared to the ones before? Is it just because I've delivered so many things at once that the likes have more weight or something? I don't know. That's so weird.
Thank you very
Okay, this Pecco thing.
Well done.
I don't know. This Pecco thing is weird. I think I might take the hat off. If that's gonna keep happening, that was very concerning. Holy cow. I kind of want to do this. And then if I just... I've never been able to do this because I can't carry all of this. But if I offload it, then I go out,
Order accepted. Thank you.
activate the terminal, use the monorail, go back to here, to East Fort Knott, load cargo. Yo! East Fort Knott. Then, oh, no. To East Fort Knott, yeah. Yo, I think... I don't know. You think that is what they intended you to do? Because 860 pounds is a lot. I don't even know if your vehicle can carry that much. Let me see here. How much can a vehicle carry in Death Stranding 2? I'm using Grok. It'll find the answer. So pick up off-roader capacity 28 extra large containers are equivalent of 84 medium and 168 small. It's equivalent. This is indicated by the 14 lights on the back of the truck. Blah 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 blah. Weight. No strict weight limit is confirmed, but loads up to 3,360 kilograms have been tested successfully. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, there is no weight limit. It's a space limit. Interesting. You know, while I'm waiting for this crap to finish, there was a pretty interesting update for Marigold today. I'm sure some of you already know. Or not today. It might have been yesterday. Was it today or yesterday? I think it was today. A new member entered Darkness Revolution. And I gotta be honest, I feel kind of dumb not guessing who it was gonna be. Because out of everyone on the roster, she just fits a, let's say, like a heel better than anyone else. Rhea Soto, or Seto. See, I got a text. Almost there? Yeah. This is the easiest delivery that you could have possibly done. I mean, I literally just added it. So what's going to happen is when I get here, because I sent it here as cargo, what's going to happen is as soon as I jump into this place, it's going to add it to my private locker. And then I'll be able to deliver it from my private locker. And I won't have to worry about space because my pickup offloader right now is packed full of like found cargo that I need to deliver. So there's who said that? Sam is saying that? Yeah, I think I might have to wear a different hat. I don't like that. Yes. Look at that. 24. Wait, so you can fit up to 28 extra large items. And these were, I think, large. Right? I feel like I probably should have been able to carry those.
We really appreciate your willingness to work late. I'm checking your orders now.
Okay. Come on, man. Give me that juice. Oh, I'm really hoping this pushes me over to the last star.
Brought us an absolute ton of cargo, I see. We'll be sure to put it to good use.
Almost 2,000 likes. If this does not get me to the next star, I'm going to flip out. Barely. Look at that. It barely got me to the next star.
With your help, research has been trucking along, and we've developed something you might find useful.
Sweet. I actually needed the Boca Skeleton 3. I've been using the 2.
Materials allocation.
Yeah.
We're proud to share with you the version of the Boca Skeleton we have been striving to achieve.
Okay.
This one boasts even greater greater power than before, and an increased maximum carrying capacity. Naturally, this called for a more efficient battery, so the operating life has been extended as well.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me.
This last part was especially difficult, but we also found ways to make it lighter than ever before. So much so that this newest model can be carried as a small-sized piece of cargo. Nothing would make us happier
So
than knowing you were using our gear. Come visit us again soon.
they made it stronger so you can carry more stuff. They made the battery more efficient, and they made it lighter and smaller. How is that even possible? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's see here. Let's make one of these. I should have all the, yeah. There we go. And I want to get rid of the other ones. Oh, I'm carrying all this stuff too. That was probably contributing to it quite a bit. Oh, I need to make a new one of those. Where's my other bokeh? Am I crazy? What happened to it? Oh. Okay. And then I also need to make some climbing gloves. Because these allow you to grab stuff from far away. Literally the only reason why I'm wearing them. It's the only reason. Alright, cool. So that was actually beneficial for me. See, it's only 80. What's that? Oh. Okay. I guess I could do both of these. Right. And then I think I'm gonna go by foot. Yeah. I'm gonna go by foot. Because I'm gonna drop off here, then run. I should be able to carry this on my back now. So the reason why I'm going by foot is because I don't actually have to run the entire time on foot. You'll see. So the monorails actually have a second purpose. It's not just the monorail, it's also a zip line. You just have to get to the first monorail. Hey, other porters. What do they got? So they got blood grenade and a container spare. Container repair spray. Jeez, I can't speak. I don't really need either of these. Do I have anything to trade though? Ooh, I could offload this. Kind of feel like a jerk. I just traded him a container repair sprayer that was almost over, or like almost gone, or a container repair spray that was full. It's kind of a dick move, to be completely honest. Yeah, once I get to this first section here, I'll be able to use the zip line. I thought it'd be closer. To be honest, I didn't know it was this far away. There we go. Let's use the zip line, baby. So yeah, if you have the monorail, from each section of the monorail, like the main section, the one that you use to build it, it's a zip line from that section to the next. I didn't know this until decently into the game. Like, I had been doing the monorails purely for the monorail, so that I could use the monorail. And then one time I just happened to notice that my one of my zip lines was connecting to the monorail. I was like, oh, maybe the monorail's a zip line too, and sure enough, it is. So it'd be kind of cool if there was an express delivery from where I just came from to this one. Alright, then once I drop down here, I'll run over, deliver this, then go back to where I was, grab my vehicle, and then continue on my routes. Because that's where I'm going right there, that building. Come on. So the hat that I'm wearing, the rabbit hat or whatever, it's what you get for, I think, maxing out. It's either maxing out or completing one of the stars of the data scientist, who is the VTuber Peko something, the bunny one. Because I guess Hideo Kojima's just a big fan of her and decided to add her to the game. So she's one of the survivors. She's the one who, I think she also gave me the outfit I'm wearing, which makes you invisible to the underground mines. Because there's these like turret mines now that if you drive by them and they see you, they go into the ground and then they charge at you and then they pop up and blow up like a mine would. And the one that I'm wearing right now makes you invisible to those so that you don't get got by them. Basically everything I'm wearing makes, I chose specifically to ease of travel. Because there's other things I could be wearing that might make, you know, me harder to see by enemies or might make combat better. But I'm wearing the gear so that I don't get attacked by mines while I'm driving through their encampments. Was that a person? Oh, yeah. And then I'm wearing the hat so my stamina doesn't drop as much. I'm wearing that mask so that, again, my stamina doesn't drop as much. The Boca skeleton so that when I'm traveling on foot, I don't fall as easily. Because I was wearing the boost skeleton for the majority of the game, and it was great, but you can't carry anything on your legs, and you can't carry as much. I think the level 3 boost skeleton, yeah, the level 3 boost skeleton only adds like 80 kilograms to your weight that you can carry, whereas the one I'm wearing right now, the Boca 3, it raises it to by like 180. So I got 706 likes. I don't know. Maybe it is because I've just been doing like one delivery at a time. Because that seemed like way more than the last time.
Order completed. Well done.
It's interesting. I got a C on that? Oh. Ooh. Oh, no. I could do this. I think I'm going to do this. So again, run back here, and then I'm just going to zipline. Hopefully I can carry this. Oh! Alright, let's offload. And I need to make a floating carrier. I offload this. Put these in the floating carrier. Okay, we'll place those on my backpack. Auto arrange my stuff. See, there's always ways to get around it. If you're not, if you can't get everything.
Order accepted. Thank you. Hey, mine's heavier.
Yeah, what are you guys carrying? One thing? Do you see what I'm carrying right now? Man, they don't know. They don't know the hardships of being Sam Porter Bridges. I just realized that I haven't been using... So, okay, so you have a mobile base in this game. It's called the DHV Magellan. I think it's the Magellan, right? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, and it allows you to teleport to any basically like base, right? Any shelter. But anytime that you travel on it with any equipment that's like for delivery, it says that the delivery will be marked as a DHV Magellan delivery, which I'm assuming either lowers the amount of likes you get or it makes it so you can't get an S rank. I'm not really sure what that means though. I mean, if it makes it so you can't get an S rank, that makes perfect sense. Because you're basically cheating, you know? Because all you got to do is teleport right to the base and you don't actually have to travel anywhere, like what I'm doing right now. Essentially, it's an even more of a cheat way than when I did that one delivery where I grabbed all that stuff and then I used the monorail to deliver it instead. So maybe I should start trying to do that and then see if that's affecting my likes. Because if it does affect my likes in a significant way, then obviously I don't do it. But if it's not affecting the amount of likes that I get, then I could be doing like massive deliveries like very easily, especially in the mountains. I'd almost never have to travel in the mountains because I'm pretty sure the DHV Magellan can go to it at least 3/4 of the places in the mountains. Is that in the middle of the water? Oh, okay. No, that was on land. I will say, the hat is cute. I like how the ears are flipping in the wind like that. I just really wish it didn't make Sam say Peckle. And the otter helmet. The otter hood is in this game. I just don't have it equipped because, purely because, it shows up at cutscenes. So when you're doing cutscenes, it shows up. And I thought it was kind of ruining my experience because it was so silly. Because when I was playing the game, I didn't really wear anything, almost. Towards the end of the game, I was wearing the mask that I'm wearing right now and the pizza delivery beanie, just because I felt like that still looked kind of cool. But I didn't want it to ruin any of the cutscenes, because this game has a lot more cutscenes in it than the first one. It has a lot more story and character development. And I was actually getting pretty invested and sucked in, and I didn't want it to be ruined by me walking up to the serious moment with a freaking otter helmet on. You know, it felt like it diminished it a little bit, you know what I mean? What's this? Oh, I didn't even see this last time. This makes it even easier. All right. So now I have even less to run. The only problem is that the boost skeleton is like at least double this speed. So it is a bit slow. But the Boca skeleton, 180 kilograms added to my weight. Plus I now have things that I can carry on my legs. The boost skeleton doesn't have the leg ones, so you can only carry on your arms. So a lot of the small equipment, you know, like the PCCs or the ladders, the climbing anchors, you know, some of your weapons. At the end game, most of your weapons, because most of your weapons you have lightweight versions, so they're all in small containers. You can only carry 2 on you, which means that the rest have to be on your back. But in this one, with this one, you can carry 4, so you can carry up to 4 items without it really affecting the back of you. All right, let's see what this does. I'm delivering 8 special tools. They're all pretty heavy.
We appreciate the help. Just bringing up the orders now. Shouldn't take long.
That's right.
You make a habit of surprising
1,000 likes, guys.
mountains of cargo. No wonder everybody likes you.
See, like, look at that. That's 1,000 likes. And that's how much it raised it. 1,000. By that metric, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need 4,000 to 5,000 more likes to max this guy out. That's crazy.
Order completed. Well done.
Do I have any... Where was I going after this? Was I going anywhere? Oh. Special alloys. That ain't nothing. Especially because I can use the monorail. Although, let me get the Magellan here. I'm gonna use the Magellan. I'm gonna see how much it affects it. Because I don't think I've used the Magellan for deliveries yet in the game. I don't know why I got out of my vehicle. You don't have to get out of your vehicle to do this. Okay. Bring me over here to the South Fort Knox. Okay, so the current cargo on board of the DHV Magellan. You will receive the Magellan evaluation for order or request where the DHV Magellan is used for cargo. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, the Magellan. I'm assuming that just means that it's not going to give me an S rank. Oh, also, the loading on this game is so fast. It's kind of crazy. I think the longest loading in this game is when you use the Magellan to transport yourself to Mexico. And it's only like 10 seconds maybe. All right, let's see how this affects my likes. Because if it doesn't affect my likes, I might just be willing to do a bunch of really low tier like deliveries just using the Magellan because it would make it go so fast. Okay, so I'm delivering 8 special alloy stuff. So I would assume I'd probably get anywhere from like 200 to 600 likes normally, because they're not all big. Like a lot of them were medium.
I appreciate your willingness to work.
Yeah.
My, this is quite the bounty. You did well to bring it all here on your own.
Okay, so it says I'm gonna ask Rock. What does the PHV Magellan delivery do to your delivery? Because if it's taking away likes, I don't want to do it. This mechanic reduces the number of likes you earn from deliveries by approximately 75%. Hmm.
Might this be of use
Oh.
to you in your travels? Nothing would make me happier if so.
Really? One color? I finished your 4th star and you gave me a color? Not even 2?
Do you have enough materials?
The artist would give me 2 colors every time I finished.
You've helped me to... I look forward to our continued partnership.
Oh, crap. I forgot that he was going to say new stuff because I was kind of annoyed.
Well done.
Okay, so I'm not going to be using the Magellan then. If it drops the amount of likes you get by 75%, that's pretty crazy. But the amount of deliveries you could do with the Magellan in hard to reach places would increase it so much. I do want to max out the Phantom Smith for sure. And then the Tar Therapist would be nice to get. I'm gonna prioritize this though. Okay, so I can't. What if I get rid of that? Like, seriously? What am I carrying? I wonder if it's just space.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
Okay, can I carry it now? Okay, 122%. I wish it would tell me exactly what I need to do. Okay. I need to be getting rid of more. Okay. Fisherman and the Heartman and the pizza and the data scientist I've already maxed out.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
That guy, I don't know if I've maxed him out, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get rid of that too.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
What's the mutated?
The delivery
EPOS, okay.
to another border.
So can I do it now? 101%. I'm so close, guys. I'm so close to being able to do all of this. Alright. I just need to drop one more thing. Okay, definitely not the Phantom Smith, because that's where I'm going. Let me drop these 2.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
Alright. Yes! Oh. If you hear dogs, I'm sorry. That is my dog. One of our dogs. That was Onyx. Anytime someone comes home, he goes crazy. He's getting really up in the years, age-wise. So he usually doesn't start barking until they're like actively coming into the house. So he used to bark like if anyone even got close to the door. Now if someone gets close to the door and he's like in one of his lazy moods, he just kind of lays on the couch and waits for someone to come touch the door. And if he's not in one of his lazy moods, he'll just go and like walk up to where the door is and just stand there and wait to see what's gonna happen instead of starting to bark. But when there's a bunch of people home, or like when there's some people home, he'll start barking like right away. He won't like hold off. I think it's because he only cares if someone's here. Because if someone's here, you know, he wants to protect you. So. And then our other dog, Momo. She'll bark only if he starts barking. She's a big scaredy cat. She actually points out a lot of danger to us, but she doesn't do anything about any of it. She pointed out a scorpion in the hallway to me once. She found a snake in our backyard that she pointed out to me. She gets very scared of things, but she also really likes to hunt and torture small animals, which is pretty funny to me because she's afraid of everything, but like when she's the big one, you know, she's the bully. I have no idea like what she is. She's we assume that she's some kind of terrier. We got her from the pound. It's actually a really cute story. We went to the pound and we wanted a puppy. We didn't want like an older dog. We wanted a puppy because we had just lost a dog, and Onyx was old, so we didn't want to get like another old dog. We wanted to get like a smaller dog to kind of keep Onyx young, and then also, you know, like when Onyx eventually passes, you know, Momo will be alive for many, many years. So we went there and there was only 2 dogs that were like under a year old, and one of them was like missing an eye or something like that. It was either missing an eye or missing a leg. I think it was missing an eye. And so we're like, well, let's look at the other one first, you know, the non-missing the eye dog, to see how she is. And then if she's not, you know, good, or like a right fit, I don't want to say good, but like if she's not the right fit, then we'll look at the other dog. So they bring out Momo. You know, she's scared, she's a little small, she's a little puppy, literally a puppy. Apparently she was a stray. Someone had just left her out and she's just been wandering the city or whatever, and they picked her up. And they like let go of her, and she immediately ran in between my legs and sat. And I was like, yep, she's the right one. And we took her home that day. And then I think we accidentally gave her like PTSD when it comes to cars, because when I picked her up, because I brought her home after we got her, she drove in my vehicle, and when I drove her home, she was fine. You know, she was a little anxious, you know, because like, what's going on? These strangers showed up and just took me, you know. So all right, Kylo Ren. So she was fine. You know, we get home, and then we had set up a, I don't want to say a meeting, like an appointment to get her spayed. Like a week or 2 from then. And when I was taking her there, she was fine. She didn't seem like she was scared or whatever. She was fine. I take her there. I drop her off. She ended up having to stay overnight, which might have contributed, to be honest, to the oh crap, I didn't even check to see if I have enough space for that. Why? Whatever. Yeah, she was fine. So I dropped her off. She had to stay overnight. She had the appointment. I came back the next day. I got her. She was super excited to see us. I mean, she'd only been living with us for like a week at that point, and she already like missed us, you know what I mean? And I bring her to the car, you know, and she was fine. She wasn't like upset or anything, you know. I mean, she was in her little hood or whatever, or her cone, I should say. So like she was fine. Then I want to say it was quite a while later. Like it wasn't even like shortly after. It was quite a while later, like months maybe. We took her in a car again for some reason, and she just hated it. She was like shaking, she was panting really hard, she was slobbering all over from anxiety, and it was weird. I was like, I've taken you in a vehicle like 3 or 4 times at this point, and you were fine every single time, and then all of a sudden now you're acting like it's the worst thing ever. And ever since then, she has been afraid of vehicles. Like, she's deathly afraid of them. So what I'm thinking might have happened was she was fine, but she remembered the last time she was in a vehicle, we brought her somewhere, left her, got put under anesthesia or whatever, had surgery, and then now I think she associates car rides with that event, which kind of sucks. There's no way I'm getting an S rank here. 3 minutes? Yeah, I'm already 1 minute in, and I'm not even like close, I don't even think. If I come across any kind of like, come on. I wasn't even going fast. You saw that. I wasn't even going fast. And I freaking flew off that mountain and damaged everything. And then damaged stuff again. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting the S rank here. I gotta make it all the way up there in probably less than a minute. I'm assuming the timer is about to pop up on the screen. Yep, I just hit 2 minutes. Yeah, so I gotta make it up all the way up there in less than a minute. Oh, not even just, yeah. It's impossible. Not getting S rank, guys. This is one of those missions that you have to have like your kind of network setup. You know, you either gotta have a bunch of those ramps and you gotta run, or you gotta zipline it. And even the zipline could be potentially too slow, because the zipline goes about the same speed that I'm going right now. Why is my cargo glowing? You see that? I don't understand. Some things happen in this game that I don't get, because it's not explained like that. Like, why is my cargo glowing? Is it because I'm in the snow? Or is it because I was about to run out of the target time? Yeah. Whatever. I'll get an A. I don't even care. I'm assuming there's going to be a platinum for S ranking, or like S++ ranking, certain number of deliveries. Like the first game. And with the how it was set up in the first game, with how many deliveries there are of each type, you had to do S++ ranks of like a certain number of express deliveries. Those were the toughest ones for me. Why am I? Oh. Alright, well, give me my A.
Let's get a move on.
I should be getting a decent amount of likes though. Oh wait, you know what? Some of these might be counted as a Magellan. Because I had them on me when I was doing the other Magellan jumps. Oh, that's not fair. Maybe that's why I've been struggling to max these people out for so much. Because, like...
Hey, Sam, pleasure to see you.
I would use the Magellan, and that's affecting all of my deliveries.
You brought a lot of cargo today, huh?
Okay, so
Quite
this
staggering amount.
this one doesn't have the Magellan effect. So if you get undetected by hostiles on your way over, you just get an extra 100 likes. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. This one also not a Magellan. That's good. 'Cause I think I just picked this one up. This one also not a Magellan. Good, good, good. So I'm at 1,800 likes right now. This one's the A, obviously, because it's the Express. I didn't get it in time. I got 59 seconds late, so basically a minute. You still get the A, though.
What
And
a
then
treat. I appreciate you bringing this in.
all of
You're the
these.
best.
Yeah, so all of these count as a Magellan because I've had this in my inventory when I Magelled. Magelled. Okay. Why does it say plus 22 for the Magellan delivery, though? Does that mean it lowered 22 from it? Food rations? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Did I max him?
You're one of a kind, Sam. I'd like to give you this gift as an expression of my gratitude.
Okay. This is the only downside to maxing out a place. Is the only thing you get is you get a patch, and then you get their hologram, and then now you can rest at their place. That's it. I think only one or two facilities so far
Need more materials for
has actually given me something else other than that when I max them out. Like the pizza delivery guy, he gave me a whole outfit.
I've lost track of how many times you've been there for me. And not just when you visit either. Thinking of you inspires me to pursue my research that much harder. Even though I'm out here alone, it's comforting to know I can be of service to people elsewhere. That's a happiness like no other. I hope to support you for a long time, Sam.
Okay.
Order complete.
I wish you would have given me more stuff. So, the pizza delivery outfit is a cosmetic set that includes a hat, suit, and boots designed to make blah 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 look like a pizza, blah blah blah. When the full set is equipped, it provides a functional benefit, the ability to rest at any shelter or facility regardless of its connection level. Well, that's actually pretty good. Huh.
Back up.
Well, dang. Alright, so I really only plan on playing for like 2-ish hours. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Oh. Need to open up my OBS.